serve me if the booth black. I'm going through it, got a bunch of baggage on my roof rack. I have a lot of habits that produce that. They gon' put their tag on it. My condolences to the fast moments. Hope the solar system assists my slower mission and put some lag on the window to my soul peering inside. The crib where my spirit resides. Lyrics are die.
Working on the streets, even on the hills. It's a fire, right? Limits household, it's a fire. Limits household, it's not a trick question. Yeah, I'm strapped in. I'm some real nigga, miss me with that rap shit.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Up
Center
first,
and
Jake
G.
Paul, 185 centimeters tall with a reach of 193 centimeters. Jake Paul, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, currently residing in Dorado, Puerto Rico. Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and
this bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Dorado, Puerto Rico, a social media superstar and rising contender known as El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk.
these two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Todd is one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about.
Let's go.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. No rest for the weary. The jab doesn't quite connect. Right jab. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on you. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be a whole fire on you.
How about that time counter shot? I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This is with the straight left. Catch and shoot. Nice job to block that uppercut. So much for defensive abilities. How are they still standing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Feel good? Good, man. Rhythm back and go again. Don't worry about that round. Let's start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so we can't, but we don't care. Go out there and win this next round. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you let him back into the fight. You're much better than this, Star. Great round. You were smart, you weren't loading up. Get your boxing back together. Put him back on him this round. Don't forget the jab, and don't get carried away. Think about the defence on him. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. He'll take that confidence again. Don't change too much yet.
And there's the bell to start round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch.
Stop backing up.
That hook was off target. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
It's all offense all the time. Good counter punch. He misses with that jab. He threw the hook, didn't land. Just missed with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell for round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Caution is being thrown to the wind. So much for boxing. This is a fight. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back. Steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Jake Paul in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest.
Here we go to the 4th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. They exchanged despite what the judges' scorecards read. There are no losers in this one. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they have...
On to the fifth we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance? Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Throws the jab and doesn't score. He misses with that straight left. Good to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Incredible work rate. And that right jab just misses. Swing and a miss for that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Boxing, be smart.
On to the sixth round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. There's a counter shot. Misses with the straight left. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the...
Oh!
Jab misses. A perfect counter shot. That jab won't score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance.
You from Palm Beach? I don't know how you think.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. To get tactics, they know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Beautiful counter shot. Looking to land the hook. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. This is the danger spot.
Want me to get up there?
Still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Lay down. Relax.
Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that.
Lay down.
I'm thinking, come on, bro.
Round 8, and we're off again. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest.
This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. And the referee will allow this to continue.
No, Stormy, stop. Stormy!
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out.
Yeah.
They blocked the left there. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. That counter punch caught him clean. Very close. Hold that thought. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
Yeah, look at Duff. Order belts, mighty. Swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, and swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, and swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Contrary ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I punch you never saw. Ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hand shot, joke of the show. They keep those hands up, swing for their fences. Oh, you're going on poorly for sure. How much do you want to be the champ? How much do you want to please the fans? How much do you want to be the king? And how much do you want to feed your camp? How much do you want to see people champ? Swing like you got a thing to lose. It's the ESPC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot swing. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot swing. I came from the 7 Hills, city of steel.
The weather couldn't be more perfect. Sunny skies as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How
The baby-faced an open air. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Do you believe this? Nice counter. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Defense is not an option for these two.
Oh, shit.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny sky.
this is taking boxing back to its roots outside side where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything, you've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway. Hold that thought! The Venezuelan is rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Barrera in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch.
God.
Nope, that hook won't score. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. A straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right. Jorge Linares is in some serious, serious trouble. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Okay, now you're switching off. That was a terrible round, that is.
Keep smart. Good work out there. The job's working nice.
Listen, you've switched off. What you're doing. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
Let's get it started in round three. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And Jorge Linares is down. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your egos hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think,
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Jorge Linares seeing cobwebs now. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Ring Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? So apparently the referee deems it's not that serious, and this fight moves on. Just misses with that jab. Good counter punch. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Nice round, good round. I like that, Samaki. Just keep him on the end.
Man, what you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
That's it. Start sticking in a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so we can't figure.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on.
Here we go to the fourth round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Through the left, but didn't score it. You don't want to trade shots. Not a lot of defense here at all. A perfect counter lands. They exchange punches. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Jorge Linares is in some serious, serious trouble. A much better game plan here.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. The Venezuelan is rocked.
Time to switch station.
Keeping those gloves up. Did you see that? Jorge Linares seeing cobwebs now. Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. And they're calling it there.
This should have been stopped at the beginning of the round.
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they...
Last minute tips, covers and more. Do not lose you. Order right to your door.
But you've got to hurry up. The big day's almost here. Availability, fees, and restrictions apply.